Hi everybody, thank you very much for joining me today in the den. I hope you're doing well. We've got a very nice bright day here, although it is cold. So I hope you're getting a little bit of sunshine wherever you are in the world. Just put on a little bit of pre-shave, my usual Proraso white pre-shave. Today I've got an unusual razor to shave with. It is the Yuma razor, and it is without doubt the worst looking razor I've ever seen, I think, but it is renowned for being a very smooth shave. So we'll have a little go with that today, and I'll talk about that a little bit more. I've got my rubber set 203, and you can see I've got a nice amount of lather on the brush already. It's my ball bristle brush. I'll be using this all the way through January, and I've had that soaking for about 10 minutes. That seems to be a good amount of time. The soap I'm going to be using today is from Arianna and Evans. It is their Kaizen formula, and it is a sample of peaches and cognac that I have. Now, I've used this in the week. It is a lovely smelling soap, I must say. The razor blade I'm going to be using today is one I haven't used for a long time. It is a Personna Super in the blue wrapper from the American Safety Razor Company, made in the USA. And it's a second use of this blade. I find them to be very nice. There we are, just hold the blade up to the camera and I will pop that into the head cap of the Yuma. But let me just show you the guard plate of the Yuma before I put it all together. There we are. The Yuma is made of a zinc alloy. It is die cast. There's not much finish on this, and it is a very lightweight razor. We just put that together and put the handle on. Now it is a razor that you have to check that you've got the blade in alignment. The fit and finish on this razor is awful, to be honest. It was kindly sent to me by Steve Dalton. Thank you, Steve, thank you very much. Now he bought it in Turkey, where it's made for €2.50, I think Steve said. This was a spare one that he had. The handle, as you can see, is hollow, so it is very lightweight, and it looks like an old hexagonal Merkur handle with that similar pattern stamped into it. Be using that as we go along, but let's get some of this soap on my face today. Now, when I first smelt the peach and cognac, the first hit I get out of the tub is the peach. But once it sits for a little while, and I've had this sat for about 5 minutes on the brush while I've been sorting myself out and getting the video ready, it changes to a much more complex scent. It's really, really nice. So let me tell you about the notes in this to see if it might appeal to you. It has top notes of bergamot and lemon and orange blossom, and then there are 2 different peach notes. Certainly I can pick up a little bit in the initial scent of maybe the bergamot and the sort of orangey lemon tied in with the peach. And it changes a little bit to cognac, tobacco absolute, mimosa, leather, vanilla, dried fruits, and sort of dies down with oak moss, sandalwood and some Himalayan cedar. So you can see it is quite a complex collection of scents. I put some on my hand like that, on the back of my wrist just the other day when I shaved with this, just to see how it would last and what the die down scent would be like, and it is really, really lovely. It's a very sweet scent, especially initially. So if a sweet scent isn't your thing, then you might not like this, but I think it's absolutely smashing. So they're Kaizen formula, so I'm looking forward to good things from this soap from Arianna and Evans. Now let's get started with this rather strange little Yuma razor. It's a very short razor, very lightweight, weighs in at about 25 grams, which I believe is just under an ounce. And you know what, straight away I'm really rather surprised by that. That is quite a nice shave. I mean, there is a lot of blade showing on one side, a little bit more on one side than the other, and I'm using the side with more blade showing at the moment. It looks like, when you look, it looks as if there's quite a large blade gap. And it also looks like there might be quite a bit of blade exposure, but I think that's deceptive. The head cap is really curved, so it's really bending that razor blade around the guard. I'm quite impressed at the minute, actually. Yeah, not bad at all. Let's try the other side of the razor and see how that goes. Now while I'm doing this, I'd like to give a quick shout out to Brian Foley. I was messaging Brian yesterday, and Brian listens to my videos while he's driving to work, and I thought that was very interesting indeed. As I have been wondering if an actual shave would work well on a podcast. So it was interesting to learn that Brian listens to my shave. I guess if I'm going to go down the podcast route, I need to get some proper gear and microphones and bits and bobs, but it's something to think about. So Brian, if you're driving to work today, I hope this is a nice surprise. I hope you have a good day, my friend. Now back to the shave. Now it's got the hollow handle, so maybe you can hear the razor is really singing. That hollow handle is acting a little bit like an amplifier. Do you know what? This is a remarkably good razor. It shaves really well, and well, as you saw when I held up the razor, it looks terrible. I did take a bit of polish to it to try and shine it up a little bit, but when you look at that, it didn't really help, did it? I think I need to really go to town on this to make it quite shiny. It's obviously not going to last a long time. You can see it's not heavily coated, if it has got a coating on at all. Now I know some years ago, because I've read around this, there are a few guys used to be able to pick these up for, 50 cents sort of thing, that kind of price, half a euro if you like, but and they now appear to have gone up to a couple of euros or thereabouts. But I did look online last night to see if I could find if they sold them online, and there were some on Amazon.com. Excuse me, just putting soap around my mouth there. Some on Amazon.com, and they were $19.99, and I really do not think you should buy one for $19.99, no matter how good a shave it is. There were some on eBay, and they were $12 and $10.99, and even at those prices, I don't recommend that you buy this. But if you're on your travels and you see one, and this was sold just as a box of 12, it came just as you see it, without any box, just straight off the shelf sort of thing, and well, for a couple of euros, it's certainly worth a try, but I wouldn't pay any more than that for it. I'm very glad to have the opportunity to try things like this. You never know, dear. It doesn't matter how bad a razor looks. You never quite know how it's going to shave until you try it out. And this is certainly a surprise. I'm getting a very smooth, middle of the road shave. And I have to say, it suited me quite well. You know, for a cheap razor, I'd be happy to use that. That is that is a pretty good shave for me, and I actually prefer something like this than a disposable plastic razor. There we are, second pass, finished, nice and easy. Now let's put a drop of water on my face. See what the slickness is like on this soap, it's quite nice. There's definitely some slickness there, I mean you can't get away from it, and it is pretty good slickness. I'm just trying to compare it with something, and I don't know, it's very subjective when you compare slickness. I'm not very good at that. but I would guess it's kind of on a level with tobacco, really. That's how I feel about it. I'll be interested to know your thoughts on the Kaizen formula. It is a very nice, very nice slickness. Is it the best slickness I've ever had? I haven't got a clue, honestly. I can't judge things like that. But what I'm loving is the scent. It's absolutely fabulous, and it's really in the bowl now. It's really picking up some of those other, you know, the cognac and the tobacco a little bit. It's definitely changing. Perhaps it's like a little bit of leather and the vanilla in there. It's lovely, really different. Now I'll put some on the back of my wrist again. I forgot to do that in between the second and third passes, or something like that anyway. Now here we go, against the grain. Let's see what this is like. Now I don't know if you can hear that, but to me that sounds really loud. Oh yeah, I could really tell the slickness there. I'll line up the jaw there. Oh yeah, that was excellent actually. Can really feel that on the razor. It's a little more aggressive going against the grain. I mean, I think that's par for the course anyway. Well, there we are. I have been pleasantly surprised by the Yuma razor. I have tried, as I've said, to find out where you can get one, but I've been unsuccessful. Apart from finding those expensive options. I don't recommend you go there, honestly. Now I'm going to reach across and try a little bit of almond block. Absolutely no problem there at all. Perhaps a little bit just on the underside of the jawline there. Very little bit of tingling, but yeah, that's good. That's a good shade. So, guys, I've got a giveaway today. So let me just draw my face off and I'll get into that. This is the January giveaway. There will be others as we go along. I have some things that I don't use and I need to clear a little bit of space, so I thought I would offer them up, and I hope that some of you will find them acceptable and would like them. So the first one I have got for the January giveaway is in this little white box, and it is a shaving brush from Yaki. It is their High Mountain White Aqua. Now let me just take it out of the box. Wouldn't you know, I've got the wrong box. Okay, let's start that again. This is the January giveaway, and in this box is a Yaki shaving brush. It is the Panda shaving brush. There we are, you can see it's got the nice handle of black and white with the panda's face and paw and the black stripe. This is a 2-band badger brush. It has been used, I've used it once. I've really just used it to, I've washed it and used it once just to make sure that any scent was gone from the badger knot. And so it shouldn't smell at all. And let me just put that down on a windowsill for a moment. The Aqua with the High Mountain knot will come along later on for a giveaway, but for January we've got the nice Yaki Panda brush. If you would like this, please just leave the comment Panda in the comment section for this video. Now I should stress that we are in full lockdown in the UK at the moment, so that's going to continue for quite a while. So I will inform you of the winner next time I come along for a shave. I will draw the winner the day before, but while we're in lockdown I won't be going to the post office to post it out. But we can sort out names and addresses of the winner, and once the lockdown is over, I'll have it ready to go, and I will email you or message you and let you know when I've posted it out to you. So that is the January giveaway. I'm sorry about the mix-up there, but I hope that nice panda brush will be acceptable to you. Now the soap. Very nice scent, and don't really have an aftershave to go with that, apart from excuse me, apart from my Nivea Men. So that's what I'm using today. Nivea Men, a sensitive, a cooling aftershave balm, very nice indeed. And put some of that on my wrist as well, so I can smell how the soap smells with that. And that was a very nice shave indeed with the Yuma razor. That's really surprised me. So Steve, thank you very much for sending that. To everyone, thank you very much for watching. Thanks for subscribing and being a part of the fun that is this channel. And I'll see you very shortly for another video. Take care now. All the very best.